Welcome back. Here we are on day 2 in Blueprint, and I'm just going to run in through the left door. Let's get to it. There's a nook, a guest bedroom, and a pantry. I think it would be good to start off by grabbing a key, because we did seem to need quite a few keys throughout the last run. We've seen the nook previously. There's our key on the table, and then we'll head on to the next one. Oh, what's this? A coupon book. Oh, discount coupon book. Save 1 money on each purchase you make in the estate. That's amazing. We might want to look around for more money. As you continue on your adventure, you may want to consider getting something to scribble down your notes and observations. Oh, I did read this before. Yes, that's right. Okay, cool. Next one will be, there's a spare room, a parlor, and a utility closet with the breaker box. So yesterday we did use the breaker box to shut off the power to the gymnasium that we then wanted to go through a door in, and we couldn't. There's the parlor, which has a puzzle piece. We've already been in there. We did get gems when we went in there, didn't we? Let's go there. I would not mind having some gems. Gems are truly outrageous. Wind up key, a component of the parlor game. And we have played this one before. I assume the instructions are the same? Yep. Now, are the labels the same? This box and the white box are both empty. There's a second wind-up key in this room. And the statement on the white box is true. Okay, this is great. Oh, okay. So, I'm going to love this. If the puzzles change every time we come through. What do we have? So, one of these is lying. This box and the white box are both empty. If that's a lie, then this box is right about there being a second wind-up key in the room. But what we saw yesterday was that 2 boxes were lying, right? And if this says the statement on the white box is true, then, oh, I guess the white box could be the one, right? Okay, there's a second wind-up key in this room. So we can verify that pretty quickly, right? If we just look around. How hidden would a second wind-up key be, though? Okay, so if we say that this is the box that's lying, this box and the white box are both empty, this is the one that's true, then this is the box that would have something in it, right? Let's do it. There we are. We did it. 2 gems. Okay, cool. Good stuff. Let's go through the door. Guest bedroom, a den, and a hallway. So actually this is connecting with our entrance hall, so making a hallway would be kind of nice just to connect. But the den has a gem in it, so I'm going to take that. And that's not so bad because we can always go back to the entrance hall through this door so that we can go out the right side, the east side of the entrance hall. There's a gem. And I don't think there's anything else in here to be seen. I imagine there's going to be something to do with the current time, right? Like now it's 8:30. There's probably going to be something like the... Ooh, what kind of a room would be affected by time? I'm not sure. But clocks seem to be a big thing. Maybe this room is affected by time considering there's so many clocks in it. But I'm not going to wait around and find out. Let's proceed. Bedroom, pantry, storeroom. Yeah, I think we'll take the storeroom. Unfortunately, it does cut off our trip down this set of rooms. So we'll have to head back to the entrance hall, which does cost us some steps. Okay, we got our 3 things. There is a picture of a fishing rod. Okay, alright. Well, let's head back. Cost us a couple of steps. That book looked... It was something interesting, but nope. The closet, the commissary, and the bedroom. So the bedroom's a good option. The commissary items are for sale. We don't have enough money right now to make use of that. And it costs a gem to put it down. So let's use the bedroom. We'll just recover a couple steps, which is nice. The hallway, the guest bedroom, and the corridor. While the guest bedroom is a dead end, we're not doing that. The corridor isn't bad. The hallway gives us more options. Are we... Yeah, so... Ooh, actually no. The hallway does not give us more options because unfortunately it would lead into a dead-end wall in the den. At the same time, it would give us the possibility of going... Well, we would go right, and then we could get more rooms that way, but I think we'll take the corridor. It just seems like the safer bet overall, because both, like, in the building... Oh, hey, look at that. We've seen that painting before. That was in a different room yesterday. I wonder if it's a duplicate or if the paintings move around for some reason. What I was saying, though, is if we had taken the hallway to the right, then the two paths, whatever room we put after that would have two paths that we could possibly take, and one of them would lead to a dead end. So taking the corridor, there are two paths we can possibly take from this room, and they both don't lead to dead ends. So there's the hallway, the pantry. The pantry wouldn't work out for us, and the closet. The hallway is the only one that doesn't lead to a dead end, so we'll take it. We improved our odds of not ending our run by taking the corridor there. Doors in the west wing are more likely to be locked. Yeah. I don't know if that means specifically in the west wing hallway, because we did see that there was a west wing hallway tile. Out this way, the patio. Spread gems in each green room. Now, I assume that only happens one time. And I don't think we have any green rooms, right? No. That would be our first. So I don't think that's a good one to pick up right now. Let's take the commissary. Items are for sale. We only have one coin, but we can always return to this room. I want to play the arcade machine. What are these notes? Oh, yeah, that's right. How to get in. We have... Oh, hold on. These are new pictures. Yesterday when we were in this room, the pictures were different, so I'm going to screenshot that. The commissary will be closed from day 12 to 16. And then there's also a sale on day 20 and 21? Yeah, day 20 and 21. Let's have a look at what they're selling today. A gem for 3 coins. Not bad. I only have 1 coin, so I can't afford it. Shovel and a key and a salt shaker. Cool. Alright, well that's neat. Maybe we'll come back if we get some money soon. Ooh, a chapel. Not so good. Uh-oh. Well, we have to put the chapel down because... Otherwise, that's the end of the run. Chapel it is. I guess we're not coming back here to buy stuff in the commissary because it's going to cost us a coin just... It's going to cost us 2 coins just to get here, really. Don't think there's anything else to be seen here. Let's head out through this door. The observatory. 1 star for each time you've drafted the observatory. Now, what I was curious about is whether that is considering all observatories we've previously drafted throughout all of our runs. So we're going to take it because I want to find out. It costs a gem to go in. 2 stars. There you go. So we have 2 stars. That's cool. That's cool. So it gets stronger every time you go here. And we can just look in the telescope. It's already pointed out the window. 2 stars. The twins. A pair of chests has been added to the entrance hall. Which is a little sad because now we want to go back to the entrance hall. But we have to go through the chapel. Actually, we don't have any money anyway, so going through the chapel wouldn't hurt us. This cost us steps, though. I'm curious if we can raise the observatory and see something else. Nope, that's as high as it goes. Okay. So, no worries. I can't jump off. Alright. We do have a doorway out there. Oh, look, there's a knight. Ah. Okay, chess pieces must be important for something then. We have a bishop in that room. We have a knight in the observatory. Going back through the chapel, heading all the way back to the entrance hall for 2 chests. And we don't know how we would open those chests, right? Did it say they were locked chests? Maybe they're not locked. 2 trunks have been added. Oof. It is a bit of a trip back, though. I'm not sure how I feel about that. If they have money, though, we could go through the commissary and buy something more. The bedroom doesn't cost us anything to walk through it. Okay, you know what? Let's do it. Instead of proceeding further. Or, let's have a look at what the next room would be. Passageway. Oh, but it costs 2 gems. A spare room and a guest bedroom. I mean, we could just go into the guest bedroom from here. And then the chapel would have to find a straight room. Let's do that. Sure. Guest bedroom. We'll just take a step in. Earn ourselves 10 more steps. And a credit card? An electronic key card. Opens electronically powered security doors. Cool. Okay. Well, I'm very glad we came in here. And I assume it's the same letter. Looks like it, yes. Okay. Well, let's head back. Through the chapel, which doesn't cost us any money. Here's the commissary, the hallway, the corridor. Oops. Walking through someone's bedroom. And in the entrance hall, we have 2 trunks. Oh no, we have to use keys on the trunks? Aw, man. Oh, but we got a key back. And gems and money? Okay, this is worth it for sure. We use another key. So this is where having a sledgehammer would be really nice, because then you get to open these and earn free keys. Ooh, the key to the secret garden. Oh, what is that? A secret garden? Nope, that wouldn't be the padlock out by our tent. A secret garden. Okay, well, we'll just continue. Maybe it's a place we can find in here. That mirror doesn't work. The mirror is out of operation. Okay, so now we have 4 coins. We can buy something here. We could buy a salt shaker. I have no idea what a salt shaker does for us, but we can get it for a 1 coin discount with our coupon book. Whenever you eat food and gain steps, gain an extra step. Ah, that's pretty good. That is pretty good. So now we want to find food. Let's head in here. The kitchen, food for sale. How fitting. Unfortunately, that seems to be the end of the run. Because the kitchen would lead into the guest bedroom. Dead end wall. Aw, man. The utility closet and the lavatory are both dead ends. I guess let's put down a lavatory and find out what's in there. Wah, wah. Too bad. What do we have? We have HS. That's cool. His towel's still here. None of these mirrors work. Toilet paper, a toilet, and okay. It's just a room. There's the dog tags. 10. Okay. Well, that's that then. You know what? I have a key to a secret garden, and I don't know how to use it. So I kind of feel like we might just end the day and start anew. Was there a secret garden outside? Let's go have a look. Oh, hold on. There's this gate. Too bad. That's too bad. Okay, some pigeons beside the pond. And then we had a stairway down, but I don't think there's anything garden-like down here. Ooh, there's a pipe. Ooh. A nice waterfall. And a misty view. What's up with that mountain? Wow. How did that happen? There's like no rock supporting it. Sure looks cool. Okay, well, I think that's probably it for today then. In game terms. We're not just going to end the episode here. Yeah, there's not going to be a secret garden through that way. We know the orchard has a padlock on it. Oh, you know what? Hang on. We did get a key card, right? Let's go have a look. Because by our tent there was to me it looked like the door for a service elevator. Oh, what's this? Okay, apparently there's a door in the rock here as well. Let's go see about this service elevator, if that's what it is. There's our tent. Because maybe our electronic keycard somehow gets us in. No. Nope. It does not. Go look at the padlock. Something I'm curious about is whether the padlock keeps the same numbers that we input yesterday. It does not. It reset to zeros. Okay. Not sure how I feel about that. I feel like that sort of thing should have stayed. We can't walk around. Can't jump over the fence. Okay. No sneaky squeezing through trees here. One of the things we could have purchased in the commissary was a shovel. I'm very curious what we could have done with that. But we'll find out some other time. Let's go to sleep. Oh, we have to do the call it a day in our menu. Okay, that's fine. Tomorrow you will awake to find the rooms of the estate as well as your current inventory will have been reset. We'll call it. Too bad we had a good collection of gems there. Alright, so we have a small cottage. I like that. It changes the name based on how many rooms you got, I guess. What did we have yesterday? We had an inn or something like that? Step taken 35, items found 3, new rooms 2. Which new rooms did we have? The lavatory and the storeroom. I don't think we placed a storeroom yesterday. Day 3, away we go. We've got the corridor, the pantry, and the den. I'm going to take the den here because it gives us a gem and 2 different paths we can take. We've now expanded the possible rooms. And then we're going to head on through. Oh, there's a trunk there. Hold on. There's a closet with 2 items, a bedroom, and a parlor. The parlor seems like a good idea. However, now that I see a trunk, I kind of want to find a sledgehammer. And we found a sledgehammer in the closet last time we did that, so let's go there, because this would otherwise cost a key to open. Oh, hold on. I don't see a sledgehammer. Ivory die. While drafting, you may use the die to roll new floor plans. Okay, that's pretty handy. There's a compass. Navigational compass. Draw floor plans leading north more frequently. Oh, okay. That's cute. But it's not what I was looking for. Alright, well, we'll head through here. Maybe we can find a key in this room. The store. Oh, there you go. The storeroom. Corridor or the chapel. Let's do the storeroom, I think. I want to find out what's in the trunk. We have ourselves a coin, a key, and a gem. Not bad. Let's open this up. Hopefully it contains a key to replenish the one that we just used. Ooh, it does not, but it does have the key card. Okay. Maybe we'll figure out what we can do with that today. Nothing there. That's fine. We're back in the entrance hall. I'm going to take the right passage now and leave the central passage open because we did pick up the compass. And the compass says we're more likely to find north pointing rooms, right? So the center room is probably something we should keep. Whoa, the nursery. Whenever you draft a bedroom, gain 5 steps. That seems quite good. I'm going to draft that one. There we have it. So now, plus 5 steps immediately. And then, whenever we draft subsequent bedrooms, we'll get another 5. Is there anything to interact with in here? Doesn't appear to be. Oh, The Red Prince by Marion Marigold. There was a red prince who sat on a red throne. He had a red crown made of rubies and a red castle made of stone. The prince had a love for all things red. It's the only true color, the prince often said. He could not stand the sight of a canary or a crow. He could not stand the white of a swan in the snow. And he never looked up for fear of the view. He had heard that the sky was not a red hue. So he always had a book to turn his eyes down, if he was ever outside when the clouds weren't around. And do you know which book the prince always had? The one that made him happy whenever he was sad? A story he had read in the bath and the bed, and maybe you can guess with the clues that we have said. It was the story of a boy who also wore red, and he looked like our prince from his toes to his head. And as you, my reader, might already assume, this book is quite near you, in fact, in the same room. A story about you, if it needs to be said, about a red prince and his book, the red book we just read. Okay, that's cute. Hey, there's a banana. Plus 3 steps. I have a feeling we will not be wanting for steps. Overall. That's a cute book. I don't know if it has any relevance, but maybe, maybe not. Okay, I don't see anything else in here. Let's head out. And through the central passage now. The courtyard. It costs a gem, but does it do anything? There's the chapel and the parlor. We do have a coin. I would rather not lose that coin right now. However, the chapel does give us some options. And if we get it out of the way now, we won't be putting it in the way later on, right? I think that makes sense. Let's do it. Okay, there goes our coin. And we're going to start off by heading right. Because again, I want to keep the central path as like a way to get to the antechamber. The guest bedroom, the corridor, and the spare room. Those are not the most exciting options. I guess we could use the corridor or the spare room. We're fine with that. The guest bedroom would give us 15 steps. That's exciting. Not really. We have a lot. We could redraw the floor plans, but maybe we hold on to that in case we get stuck. Spare room and the corridor are both reasonable options. I'm going to hold on to the corridor. We'll just use the spare room for now. Because we know there's that thing about the west wing having more locked doors. So I think that'd be a good spot to put the corridor if we happen to be in the west wing. I'm assuming the west wing means the west side of the building. The left 2 columns. Oh, you can press tab again to get your inventory. Huh. The observatory. I think that's what we'll do because I like the stars. It does cost us a gem. 3 stars gets us 3 steps, I think, which isn't all that great. Pantry gets us money, but then we might have to return back through the chapel and lose the money. The bedroom gets us steps. Ooh. It gets us steps, and then we can explore something down here. We could make it a dead-end tile, and then we could return through the bedroom getting more steps. And then head back to the chapel and go north. I think that's a good idea. Let's do that. Even though the other 2 are good options as well. I may be overdoing it on the steps, to be honest. Let's head through. Okay, so same kind of stuff around here. I don't see anything special. Okay. Wait. I messed up. I thought the bedroom was facing downwards. Okay. Alright, well in that case I would have preferred to have gotten the observatory, but oh well. The greenhouse. You are more likely to draw green rooms while drafting. Green rooms seem to cost gems, so I don't know if we really want that. The nook gives us a key. The parlor gives us a puzzle piece for gems. Greenhouse is a dead end, and then we go back through the chapel. And you know what? We don't have anything else to do in the chapel, so maybe we do that. Let's use the greenhouse. Maybe we draft a bunch of green rooms. Ooh. What? Oh, I think on day 1 we found a lever. So that would have been useful in the greenhouse. Okay. Okay. Alright. Doesn't seem to be anything for us to do right now. Oh, there's a... Here we go. Ah, more music. I forgot about the music piece we found before. Trees found inside will never shade. The gems that shine in night and rain. The clue you hold cannot be paid with gems nor coin, so toss away. These sheets you find a worthy trade. Okay. I'm not going to think too hard about it because I'm not really understanding. Number 5 at the top. I think the previous one we read was number 8 at the top. I'll collect those screenshots and put them together once we have all the numbers, I guess. Okay, so here's the chapel. We're going to head north from here. Observatory, the utility closet, and the guest bedroom. Unfortunately, the observatory is the only one that isn't a dead end, so we're going to take that. We do have the redraw floor plans, which we could have used there, but no guarantee that it would have been something we wanted. So I may as well take an observatory because I do like it. I do intend to use it for stars. So, actually, here's another thought. There was... If we do a constellation here... Oh, it does it automatically. Okay, the slice. I was wondering if we could make just a 2-star constellation and get the 2-star bonus. But that's not quite how it works. Huh. I'm curious if there is a way to manipulate that. Because they said something about being able to see constellations multiple times per day. But, okay. That's fine. We'll head through this door. It is the only one remaining to us. The cloister. Ooh, 3-star or 3-gem requirement. We do not have that. The nook for money or the... the nook for a key or the pantry for money. I think... Between the two, I think we do want the nook. Because keys can be used to open trunks. We could have gems, right? And my thinking is that green rooms tend... From what we've seen, green rooms tend to cost gems. And we've taken a thing that says we can draft more green rooms. So we want more gems. Ooh. Wow, a lot of orange here. Secret passage leads to a room of a color of your choice. That's cool. We can't afford it. The corridor and the hallway. We are technically in the west side. The hallway gives us more options, so I'm going to take it here. We can see more rooms this way. We certainly have the steps to afford it. And, okay, this is the warning about the west wing. We're going to head central. Oh, the door is locked. Okay. This one is not. The courtyard again? Or is this the same? I'm not sure. The guest bedroom and the utility closet with the breaker box. Well, we're not going to be getting the courtyard for sure. The guest bedroom, I don't feel the need to get more steps. We're already well above. And the utility closet. I guess we could open the utility closet. Or we could redraw floor plans here. We'll have to use the utility closet at some point. We don't have to, but it's probably useful to use it at some point. Okay. So there we are. Keycard entry system. I'm going to turn on the garage. I'm going to leave the gymnasium and the darkroom on because last time we weren't able to do anything in the gymnasium since we had turned it off. VAC indicators. I have no idea. Keycard entry system. Off or on? I'm going to keep it on. I'm not sure why you'd want to turn those off, but there must be a reason. But we'll just leave them on for the time being, in case we happen to cross those rooms. The door is locked. That's another problem, is that we could end up just not being able to get somewhere because of a locked door. The parlor with the puzzle piece, that could have gems in it. We're going to take that. Ooh, okay, there we are. I will grab this here wind-up key. What do we have? The blue box is empty, the blue box is true, and this is the blue box. This is the blue box is telling the truth. We know that. Which means that these are probably lying. The blue box is true and the blue box is empty. Because only one, from what we've seen so far, I'm pretty sure only one box tells the truth. There will always be at least one box, which, there will always be at least one box which displays only false statements. Only one box has a prize within, the other two are always empty. None of them say anything about emptiness or fullness. The blue box is true. This is the blue box. So these two are true, actually. That makes sense, doesn't it? Which means that this one is false, and it says the blue box is empty, which means the blue box must have something in it. Okay. Okay. Nope, that makes sense. We got 2 gems. Excellent. And we have a doorway. Don't be locked. Okay, good. The courtyard. Now we would like the courtyard. Items for sale, but we don't have any money. There's a pantry. We can't place them both at the same time. The courtyard is perfect for us. Let's take it. Now, is there benefit to this being a green room? Oh, yeah. There was that thing we saw which said it distributes gems throughout all green rooms. So, the more of these we put down, the better if we do happen to get it. Oh, there's a sledgehammer. Can shatter padlocks on locked trunks. Perfect. So if we could find that other green room that gave gems, that would be great. I'm going to head right. The cloister. That costs 3 gems. Corridor is always left unlocked in the guest bedroom. Ooh, what do we do here? I don't know. I don't feel like redrawing here. We'll use the corridor. That's fine. we have anything special here? Doesn't look like it. We have a patio. Oh, there you go. Spread gems in each green room. So we could do that and immediately recover our gem. I think we're going to. We're not going to go running all the way back to the greenhouse, though, I don't think. We'll take the patio. Gain a gem. Ooh. Okay. Buried below. Occasionally, you may discover small mounds of dirt in certain rooms of the estate. With a shovel, one may be able to excavate these suspicious dig spots. Alright, well that explains that then. So this would be a mound of dirt that we could use a shovel on. And we did see a shovel in the commissary last time we were in there. We can't do any cooking. We have 46 steps remaining, and if we put bedrooms down, we get a lot of steps back. So I'm just going to run back here. Does this give us a gem? Yeah, it does. There you go. Nice. Oh, and there's a mound of dirt in here as well. Do we want to go straight or use the patio? Let's take the courtyard. I'm kind of hoping... Ooh, one more gem and we'd be really good with that. Yeah, there we go. We'll use the billiard room. I was going to say, I'm hoping that we can go west. So here we are. We've got a glass, but we can't use it. Oh, the billiard room. They said something about playing darts in here, or not needing to know the rules of darts. Okay, so there's a game. Here we go. Can I pick up the darts? No. Someone's been using this for math homework. Okay, so... Oh, what? I don't get it. Okay. So from what I know of darts, I know they said we don't need to know the rules of darts, but from what I know of darts, usually you'd want to be hitting up here because this is like a triple multiplier on the 20, so you get 60, I think. This would be a double multiplier on the 20, and then the bullseye, I don't remember how, I think bullseye is worth 50, so it's technically worse than the 60 up here, something like that. But we can click the numbers. Oh, do we have to hit this one? Oh. I have an idea what's going on here. So 3 is equal to 1 plus 2. Do I hit the 3 again? Yeah. Okay. 19, but what is this? Okay, we'll hit the 19 and find out. Okay, so it resets it. Okay, cool. So this is like a combination lock. What is this? 14 and 19. I mean, I don't add them together. The blue is adding together, right? So do I subtract? So 19 minus 14, so we have 5. Oh, yeah. Okay, all right. So 11 minus 3 is 8. Okay, this is cool. I'm going to say that's 8 times 2 is 16. Okay. That's cool. That's neat. Ooh, how do we do this? 15 times 3 is 45, minus 11 is 34, but there's no 34. So maybe it's the other way around. 15 minus 11 is 4, times 3 is 12. Oh, look at that. We did it. Whew. I got 2 keys for my effort. And they're very appreciated because we were down to 0. Okay. Well, that's kind of neat. Yeah, you don't need to know the rules of darts at all. That has nothing to do with darts. That could have been anything. It was cool, though. Yeah, we definitely want to keep heading west. Oh, perfect. We had keys. We needed them for this door. The secret passage leads to a room of a color of your choice. I mean, we could get a green room. The coat check. Check one item and retrieve it on another day. Whoa! No way, that's amazing. The dining room says each day a meal is served in the dining room after rank 8 has been reached. Whoa. We are pretty close to rank 8. And that would give us more steps, which doesn't really matter to us right now. I'm just going to make a note here. The secret passage, it looks like there's an actual secret passage in it. Oh, does it go straight? It does go straight. I think we're going to take that because... Oh, do we have enough gems? We have 1 gem remaining. I want to place a green room. Oh, we could run all the way back to the greenhouse. I might do that. I think we're going to place the secret passage here because it does give us access to this whole column of the west wing. So we'll do that. Secret passage, but I'm not going to walk into it just yet. I'm going to run all the way back to the greenhouse. We do end up going through the bedroom once. So something that is kind of funny about this is it immediately reminded me of it, and then I was like, oh, it's just an aesthetic thing, but now it's even more so reminding me of it, is a board game called The Castles of Mad King Ludwig. Where is the gem? The gem's over here. There you go, we got it. In the board game, The Castles of Mad King Ludwig, you have all these different shapes and sizes of tiles, and you are drafting them as rooms to place in your castle. And so the different players are drafting them for like each of their own castles, and then you get points based on how they're arranged together. Let's not walk into the utility closet. And so there's different synergies between the rooms, and you'll have colors of rooms, like the green rooms. To be honest, I can't actually remember what the different rooms do, but you'll have things like whatever this is. If this is adjacent to another green room, then you gain some points, or if it's adjacent to a noisy room, then you lose points, that sort of thing. So here you've got a little bit of that happening, right? These green rooms have their synergies. The bedrooms, there's some kind of synergy between those. And then I can definitely see how things being placed in certain orders would matter, right? Like, I don't know if this patio, does it apply to all green rooms we subsequently put down? We're hopefully going to find out, because I'm going to go in the secret passage and choose to place a green... Would I just walk back? Oops. We just wasted a couple steps. I could walk through the patio. Let's do that. Let's go through the patio since I've already stepped this way anyways. But we're looking for green rooms. There's a commissary. That's not a green room. Dark room. You cannot see the floor plans while drafting in this room. Here's the thing, is in the utility room we could turn off the lights in the dark room. So I am curious what that does. You cannot see the floor plans while drafting in this room. How does that work? You just click one at random? That doesn't really make sense, does it? But we're on the outside edge. It seems like a good room to take in terms of doorways. Guest bedroom wouldn't be a bad idea. We'd get more steps. We'd get 15 steps because of the nursery. I think we'll take the dark room for now. I'm curious about it. The lights went out. Hold on. If I go back to the utility closet, do I get to turn the lights back on? Is there anything to see in here at all? The lights were on. Okay, I'm going to do that. Because we have it, where's the utility closet? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. That is an expensive experiment, but we're going to do it. So we'll head all the way back here. I don't know if it's a good idea for this run to be doing this test, but knowledge is power. And I currently don't know very much. So let's turn on the dark room. I don't know if we have a power issue where we need to turn off other things in order to provide enough power to the dark room. Hopefully turning it on was good enough though. So we'll go there. But yeah, like the thing with these sorts of games is, well, I assume you don't need to win as quickly as you can, right? You can, oh, here's a painting. All right. You can build up knowledge, and that's going to make subsequent runs easier for you because you'll have a better idea of what to do and what not to do, right? Like, now I know I can turn the lights on in the dark room. I'm just taking pictures of all these screenshots. So apparently our dear uncle was into photography. Ooh, what's this? That looks a little suspicious. I'm not sure about that picture. Yeah, he seems a little unhappy. Why did they take another picture of him closer up? But this is clearly a note. Okay. Okay, print notes. HS has requested yet another paint of her ladyship, I assume for one of her rooms in the west wing, as well as an enlarged print of the enclosed photograph. He said the last development was too dark, so keep an eye on that. An enlarged print of the enclosed photograph. So there's this one. And the orchard. Oh, can I zoom in? Oh man, so there's the padlock there. Ooh. Get ourselves a lockpick. We'll occasionally be able to unlock some normal doors. Wow. That's helpful. Glad we opened or turned on these lights. Okay. Not sure who that is. I think we already saw... Wait, didn't we see this elsewhere? Yeah, it's the same picture, right? It's a little bit less blurry. Oh, there you go. Much less blurry, but now they're not happy. I thought they were happy, but apparently not. Okay. Definitely interesting. We can't see what is on these photos facing the wall. Oh, maybe we can see on here. They're blank. Nothing. Okay. Okay, well there's probably some important information in here. I'm going to have a look in this, and if it's a dead end, I might take a dead end room. The aquarium is every color of room. Ooh. That's neat. Which means we get more steps and we get a gem. I'm definitely taking that. Let's do that. So we drafted it, we got 5 more steps, and we walk in, and because we have green rooms gain gems, it should have a gem. Oh no. Alright, so unfortunately, I think the patio spreads gems in each green room that exists at the time that we put it down. It doesn't just add them as we draft. Oh man, that's too bad. Well, we got 5 steps out of this room. Now we've seen it. Can't go through that wall. Alright. Northward we go. Also, the dark room didn't impede us. Oh, the lockpick. Okay. You don't seem to be able to pick this door's lock. Okay. Instead of going through there, I think I'm going to go back through the dark room. It does cost us a step. But now it's not locked. The boudoir and the guest bedroom. The veranda, greater chance of finding items in green rooms. Ooh, if only we had the gem. Dang. That's too bad. Well, I think we'll take the boudoir because we get some steps back. And it lets us proceed. But yeah, if we had an extra gem, I definitely would have taken that other one. Okay, no music allowed. A couple of shoes. Okay, alright, that's that. The door is locked. We'll use lockpick kit. Yes, we opened it. The cloister, but requires 3 gems and we don't have 3 gems. Commissary items are for sale and the pantry. I think we might take the pantry here because some money would be useful. In case we encounter the commissary again. Alright, let's do that. We are discovering. Here we go. Take our coins. Take a banana. Thank you. And I think that's all there is in here. The same note, 5 apples, 5 bananas, 5 oranges. I'm just going to take this to mean that they've distributed 5 apples, bananas, and oranges throughout the whole estate. I don't know. Lockpick kit? Oh my goodness, it's worked twice in a row. That's 2 keys we've saved. In fact, we would be having a lot of trouble right now if we didn't have it. This counts as 2 bedrooms or a passageway, but it requires 2 gems that we don't have. The lavatory. The lavatory seemed to not do anything. We could re-roll because I kind of don't want to make this a dead end. Also, just noting, the color of rooms, chapel has a negative effect, dark room has a negative effect, lavatory. Why is that one red? I would think that it would kind of belong to yellow, even though yellows are, or orange, sorry. Oranges are passageway kind of things, right? Like they're just walkthroughs, but I don't know. I think we'll redraw on this one. Might be a bad idea. The cloister we cannot afford. The maid's chamber, oh yeah, negative effect. And the guest bedroom. Okay, well, Unfortunately, it looks like we are creating a... we're closing off this section of the building. We can't get there. Maid's chamber is an option. Less likely to find items laying around in your house is a pretty big negative, I think, because we really like the items we found. I think I'll take the guest bedroom. We'll get some more steps in. That gets us back to the secret passageway to explore further. And a key ring. Car keys. A spare set of car keys. There was something about there being a garage, right? So maybe we find a garage and we... what, drive out of here? That doesn't quite make sense, does it? But there we are. We'll head back to the secret passageway, and hopefully it's not going to be a dead end. Ooh, hold on, there's a picture here. Oh. Christmas time. And a safe. You know what I'm going to do? Is... once we're done playing today, I'm going to have a look at my screenshots and try zooming in to see whether you can view any numbers on the padlock in the safe. Because that would be pretty neat if we could. I only have one gem. Okay, secret passage, key, gold sink, red rover, green thumb, the halls of Holly. That's pretty cool. So you pull the book for whichever color you want. That's clever. I like it. Gold sink. Hang on. What is a gold room? Obviously I don't want a red room, so we're not going to do that. Oh yeah, it says drawback press at the bottom. Violet market. Oh, I see. Okay, gold rooms are where you buy things. Yeah, okay, so the commissary, I guess, is a gold room. We do have 4 coins. I think I'm going to take the green thumb, hoping that there's a gem. It's just kind of the theme of this mansion, in my mind. The door is locked. Lockpick? We can't lockpick. That's okay. We'll use the key. We don't have any more now. The morning room. Plus 2 gems. Tomorrow you will start with 2 gems. Holy cow, that's amazing. The solarium. You are more likely to draw unusual and rare rooms while drafting. That's also pretty darn cool. But it's a dead end, so we're not going to use that now. Green rooms do not cost gems to draft. Oh my goodness. If we weren't at a dead end, I would love to take the terrace. Unfortunately, that would end our walkabout. So the morning room is the only option here. And I don't mind that. Plus 2 gems. Tomorrow you'll start with 2 gems. That's just really, really good for us. And we have a sunflower? Oh no, I can't pick it up. What do we have? Floor plan upgrade disc. Enter into one of the estate terminals to permanently upgrade one of your floor plans. Whoa. Whoa. What does that mean? I don't know, but it says upgrade, and upgrading is good, generally. Newspaper. November 5th, Reddington Herald. The Baron of Mount Holly names nephew provisional heir. That's me. In the blue hours of Wednesday morning, the venerable Baron of Mount Holly, Herbert S. Sinclair, passed away at the ripe age of 73 after a prolonged struggle with the heart condition that had been kept from the public eye until his final days. Esteemed as a pillar of society and renowned for his penchant for crafting puzzles, he was a source of endless fascination to our readers over the years, not least through his popular column Baron Bafflers, which he penned for over a decade. The particulars of the announcement of his successor yesterday has left his devoted followers with one last intrigue to ponder. The reading of his will precipitated a flurry of speculation, for his niece and presumptive heir, the much beloved and lamented Mary Matthew Jones, has been missing, presumed deceased for the past 6 years. Oh, okay, a little bit of intrigue here. Mrs. Jones, better known to our readers by her pen name Marion Marigold, enchanted the hearts and minds of children across the realm with her literary creations such as The Red Prince, Swimbird, and A New Clue. Her disappearance remains one of the age's most tragic mysteries. With her whereabouts unknown, it was Marigold's own son, Simon P. Jones, a lad of but 14 summers, who was yesterday named the provisional heir to the sprawling Cinca Empire. Sinclair Cinca Empire. Okay. However, this vast inheritance is accompanied by an undisclosed contractual condition. Given the Baron's well-known penchant for tests of mettle and wit, It's clear that the young heir from Reddington, distinguished in his own right as last year's County Science Fair runner-up, faces an extraordinary challenge in the coming weeks. More to follow. Okay, there's some good info there. Interesting. Okay, so our mother is missing. We were 14 years old. Cinca Empire. I wouldn't have connected that with Sinclair normally, but now if we see anything referring to the Cinca Empire, that's useful. And the County Science Fair runner-up. So we're good at science. A couple of gems. Don't mind if I do. Morning room. I wonder if that's a play on words, right? Morning, M-O-U-R-N-I-N-G. Mourning our lost mother. So there's news of her disappearance in here. Maybe. Oh, we got ourselves a salt shaker. Whenever you eat food and gain steps, gain an extra step. That's pretty good if we find the kitchen. Look at that. There's a kitchen. Coat check. Check one item and retrieve it on another day. The bunk room counts as 2 bedrooms, but they're both dead ends. We're taking the kitchen. This is pretty exciting. We have a good collection of items here. Lockpick, sledgehammer, keycard, compass, car keys, upgrade disc, and salt. Now the upgrade disc, insert in one of the estate terminals to permanently upgrade one of your floor plans. I think, are the estate terminals, that would be in the security room? Because there was a thing that we read yesterday about where to use your keycards, where to sign in with the terminals, right? And one was in the security room. The other one, where was that? I don't remember. We'll have to keep an eye out. Okay, what's the menu today? The main course is served only in the dining room, and that is beef stew pie. Boiled chuck stew, layered and then baked to perfection. Topped with a mashed potato parmesan cheese crust. Plus an additional 10 if you have a boiler room in your house. Banana, club sandwich, and a chef salad. I don't have... Plus 5 steps for every green room in your house. No, I don't have enough coins. 15 steps for the club sandwich and 3 steps for the banana. Well, we're certainly going to be looking around for a coin so we can buy the chef salad. That would be great for us. Looks like there is a dog in the house because... Or is that cat? That might be a cat. Yeah, that looks... I think that's a cat bowl. Looks like there's a cat in the house. Unless, of course, the workers all... Or at least one of them took the cat out when they left. Don't think there's anything else to do in here. We have another view of the outside. Oh. The water is not running. Huh. Good to know. There must be some way to turn that on. Okay. Well, I mean, we only have one door to go through, so let's do it. No way. We're stuck. Oh, man. We have a lockpick kit and we couldn't open the door. I'm trapped in the kitchen. Oh, man. So that's it, eh? We don't have a commissary to go back and buy a key from. The storeroom we already took the key from. Nook we already took a key from. Okay. Alright, well that's that then. I guess we are going to call it a day. Huh. That's too bad. But, I mean, obviously, there's always tomorrow. We'll explore further and discover new things and all that. I'm definitely liking this quite a bit. Mount Holly Garden Inn. Yeah, okay, so it kind of recognized what we were trying to go for. We found a lot more blue than green, though. Total rooms of 27. Rank reached 8. Steps taken 74. Items found 8. And new rooms 9 new rooms found. 5 green rooms, 5 bedrooms. And the dark room was definitely an interesting find today. I'm glad we got there, and I'm glad we took the utility closet in order to be able to see in there. Something else is that it says we're not able to see the floor plans when we're drafting, but I think because we turned on the lights, we were able to. So that's a good little mechanic.